What if I told you there's a way to clean out your arteries without any pills, diets, or weird supplements? No statins, no expensive detox drinks, no kale smoothies, just movement. And I'm not talking about walking your dog once a week or stretching while watching TV. I mean real heart-pumping, sweat-breaking movement. Sounds intense? Maybe, but it works. Let me walk you through it, step by step. No medical degree required. First, here's what we're trying to fix. Inside your arteries, the tubes that carry blood through your body, little lumps called plaques can build up. These plaques are made of cholesterol, fat, calcium, and other stuff your body doesn't need clogging up your pipes. Think of them like lime scale inside a water pipe. At first, no big deal, but over time, the buildup narrows the passageway, and if a chunk breaks off, it can block blood flow. That's how heart attacks and strokes happen. A tiny piece of junk breaks loose, floats down your bloodstream, and gets stuck where it shouldn't. Boom. Blood stops flowing, and tissue starts dying. But here's the exciting part. These plaques can shrink, or at least stop growing, and you don't need to change your entire life to do it. You just need to exercise the right way. Now, before you grab your running shoes and sprint out the door, hold on. This isn't about pushing yourself until you collapse. In fact, if you haven't worked out in a while, the first step is seeing your doctor. We want to clean your arteries, not end up in the ER. Once you're cleared, you start slow. Here's the method: high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. But don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Let's say you're cycling or jogging. First, you warm up for 10 minutes. Nice and easy. You should be able to talk, breathe comfortably, and not feel like your heart's trying to escape your chest. Then comes the magic. You go hard for 4 minutes. Not sprinting like you're running from a bear, but close. Around 85 to 95% of what feels like your max effort. If 100% is, I'm gonna fall over, aim for that 85 to 90 range where it's tough, but sustainable for a few minutes. After 4 minutes, you slow down. Walk, pedal gently, breathe. Recover for 3 or 4 minutes. Then repeat. You do this 4 times in a row. It's like doing 4 short races, with a break in between each one. By the end, you'll be sweaty, tired, and doing your arteries a massive favor. Don't worry if you can't handle all 4 rounds on day 1. Most people can't. Start with 1 or 2, add more each week until you're doing the full session. Eventually, you can aim for 2 workouts like this per week. That's all. 2 days. No gym membership required. You can do it outside, at home, on a bike, on a treadmill. Even just fast walking, if running's not your thing. One of the fastest walkers in the Olympics hits 14 kilometers per hour. That's not strolling. That's power walking with rocket fuel. And the science? It's rock solid. In 2023, a group of researchers in Norway took people with plaque in their heart arteries. All of them were on the usual medications. Half of them were told to live healthy, the typical advice. The other half were given this exact HIIT workout twice a week. After 6 months, they did an ultrasound scan inside the arteries to measure plaque size. The group doing HIIT, their plaques shrunk by over 1%. The control group, their plaques grew a little. Same meds, same diet, same cholesterol levels. The only difference was the exercise. So, what's going on? Turns out when you move intensely, blood rushes through your arteries faster. That speed creates something called shear stress on the artery walls, like wind pushing against a flag. Your body senses this and responds by releasing chemicals that protect your arteries, strengthen the lining, and help break down plaque. It's like your body goes, "Oh, we're working? Let me clean this up before something bad happens." And not only can plaques shrink, they also become more stable. That's important. See, not all plaques are dangerous. The ones that are soft, unstable, and ready to rupture, those are the real villains. But hard calcified plaques, they just sit there doing nothing. They're like a heavy rock versus a grenade. One just sits there. The other explodes. And athletes? They often have more calcified plaque, but way fewer heart attacks. Why? Because their plaques are stable. Plus, their arteries are bigger. So even if there's some blockage, the blood still flows. Here's a cool fact. Tour de France cyclists live On average, 8 years longer than the general population. Marathoners live longer too. It's not magic, it's movement. So if you're looking for a way to clean out your arteries, protect your heart, and maybe even live longer, start here. No drugs, no drama. Just you, your body, and a few sweaty sessions a week. You've got this.